Hi, it's Amelia from Dodana's Coaching. And today I want to talk to you about how your life and business can become less stressful and so much easier through documenting your business processes. Let's go on a journey. A journey from the stress and overwhelm of doing everything in your business to the freedom of having a rockin' team that supports you and your business so that you can focus on your zone of genius, your family, your own personal needs like, rest, vacations, and interests outside of the business. So here you are, you're poised and you're ready to go. Your business is busting at the seams to be let loose in the world in a big way, but there's only one you, and you're totally overwhelmed already. You can't do it all yourself, so you need help. But where? How? Do you hire a VA? Do you need a full-time employee? Where do you even find one? How do you know who to hire? What tasks are you going to give them? Maybe you've tried hiring somebody before and it just didn't work. It took too much time to train them and things fell apart, so of course you let them go and took all the work back, thinking it's just easier if I do it all. But is it? Is it really easier if you do everything? Let's be honest, it's not. You can't possibly do everything in your business and have it grow in a way that will sustain you or give you the lifestyle you wanted when you started out on this entrepreneurial journey. Finding the right person is tough. You have to know the answers to the questions of who, what, when, and how before you can find that right person. Perhaps you figured some of that out and have a small team around you. You've managed to train them a bit, but you still have your hands in everything they do to make sure it's done right. So they're stressed out, running around like chickens because they don't have a clear direction and don't feel like they have any autonomy to move forward. They're constantly waiting on you to approve or confirm things that should be moving like yesterday. They just don't have the authority they need to make things run, and you don't have time to provide it because you're too wrapped up in trying to make everything work. It's time to step away from doing it all. Done is better than perfect. It's time to only look at the things that matter. You don't need to have your fingers in the posting of social media. They can do that. You don't need to stick your nose into how your website is configured. They can do that. And you don't need to jump into every nook and cranny of the administration for your business because they can do that. What you do need to do is focus on your messaging, focus on your customers, and focus on delivering the best of yourself to the world. That is your job. No one can do that but you. The rest, you can hand off. But first you need to be able to communicate what your business is doing in a clear manner. This is where systemizing your business and process documentation comes into play. Now, if you have a small team, you don't have to be the one that does this work. You'll need to make some time, though, to be part of the process. If you don't have a team in place, you'll need to find a partner, someone willing to help you gain some clarity. This could be a part-time virtual assistant, a college student, or if you're a parent, your preteen or teenager. Give them a summer job. The point is, you don't want to do this alone. You want somebody who will come in and interview you, take the information away, and come back with a written documentation that you can check over and confirm or update. To start, you need to determine your primary customer journey. Do you know the flow of your business? Do you know the path your clients will take once they say yes to you? In order to confidently and competently serve your people, you need to know what their next step is. Have you ever been on the receiving end of, oh, wait a second, how do I do that? Hold on, I'll figure it out in just a second conversation with somebody you've hired or purchased something from? If you know they're just starting out and in the learning phase, you give them some slack. But if they've touted themselves as a seasoned professional, you expect that they have some clue as to what they're doing. And saying things like, hold on, or wait, how did that go? Doesn't instill confidence. When you have your systems and processes in place, you won't have those moments of, oh God, what am I doing? You'll also be able to pass that information on to new employees with ease and confidence. They will be able to learn what you want done in the order you want it done without you having to be there every step of the way. Processes are the what of your business. What you do, the tasks, the order in which you do them. It's important to document your business in this way so that, should the unthinkable happen, your business will keep running smoothly and efficiently. Processes allow you to see exactly what's happening in your business, like any gaps that are hidden or any inefficiencies that are occurring. You'll also get an idea of the different roles you'll begin to need as your business grows, because they provide the base information needed for you to hand off those repetitive, non-revenue generating tasks. A well-written process is an easily consumable document to get your current or new VA, PA, or employee up to speed on your business and expectations. It gives them and you a roadmap to follow to make your business exactly what you want it to be, successful, so that you can help your people and live your ideal life. Isn't that why you started your business in the first place? As I stated before, when starting out, you want to map out the flow of your business. Start with just one product or service. Usually the product or service that brings somebody into your business, that gateway product or service. And you want to do a quick map of the general steps that your client has to go through to find, join, pay for, and consume your product. This is called many things: your profit pyramid, your critical client flow, your customer journey. This provides a quick outline of what's important to document in your business. How do you attract customers? How do they initially check out your world? How do they purchase your product? How do they join your world? How do you deliver the product? And how do you capture their results and keep them in your world? Give yourself about 10 minutes to quickly jot this information down. The next step is to separate the steps into logical departments. Whether you have defined departments in your business or not, each of these items will fit into a general bucket. This defining of buckets will help you to keep clear the roles and responsibilities of those who will be taking on the tasks within them. It also defines the overlap and where things are handed off from one department to the next. Typical departments include sales, marketing, finance, customer service, operations, and HR. This also helps you to see all the things you're trying to do on your own. Really? You think you can cover all this and take care of your customers while being at the top of your game for them? Did Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, David Beckham, or Simone Biles pack up equipment, wash uniforms, clean up the locker room, as well as take their teams to the championships each year? No. They focused on their technique, their performance, and the strategy of the game. In order to rise to the championship level, or anywhere close to it, you need to focus on the core things to get you there, not administrative support. This is your business, and you need to be given the support, not to give it. By listing out the departments and organizing your customer journey within them, you'll begin to see where you need to support you. Could be a bookkeeper, a VA, or salespeople. And you'll start to see the tasks that only you can do at this time, like your messaging, improving or creating products, and delivering your best you to your customers. Once you have these in place, you can begin identifying the processes you need to take off your plate. Remember, processes are the what of your business, not the how. When writing processes, remember that there is to be a certain level of expected knowledge. You're not writing out how to create a Facebook ad, marketing image, or setting up your weekly email campaigns. You're documenting that you need to create or set up these things. Again, if you're the only person in your business, see if there is someone you can recruit to help you pull this information from your wonderful brain and put it down on paper. A friend who's willing to give some time, or perhaps a willing college student or teenager waiting to have something to put on their first resume. Or, okay, let's be real, looking for a little extra scratch. The point is, you don't want to do this by yourself. If you have a small team, select someone who can be your champion. Someone who can pull the information needed from the source, be that you or another knowledgeable teammate, and get it down on paper. Having someone else assist takes the time and pressure off of you so that you can continue to focus on your business. It also provides an outside look on your business. They can ask clarifying questions that you might think of as obvious because you know from experience. But it's only because you have that experience that you know. Okay, now you have your customer journey, your departments, and hopefully a designated person, and it's time to get down to brass tacks. Writing out the processes. When writing out processes, you want to start out with the basics. The purpose of the process. Why does this thing even exist? Why are you doing this particular work? The scope of the process. The extent of the area or subject matter that the process deals with. The start of the process. How do you even know when to begin this process? And the end. How do you know when the process is complete? The steps included. What are the tasks in the process? This is enough to get you going at first and can be done very quickly, like in an hour quickly. And if you don't have that much time in a day to write one process, you can break it up into 10 minutes a day. This small, simple effort will move the needle of your business enough to make a huge difference. Start with this basic layout for your processes. Get the main processes of your customer journey as they stand today written out. Have your team start to follow your processes to see if anything is missing or needs to be tweaked. But remember to stay simple. Stay high level. Don't get so down in the weeds that you can no longer come up for air. Once you have the basics down and your team is comfortable, you can begin to dive a little deeper and create more clarity by adding further information. But that's for another day when you and your team feel comfortable moving deeper into the rabbit hole. Systemizing and process documentation is awesome. And it's not just for big corporate giants like McDonald's and IBM. It's also for the creative entrepreneur and small business owner. And it's for you if you have a business that has been proven and is ready to grow to the next level, which means attract more customers, serve more customers and clients. That means you get to secure more customers, and increase profitability. You get to keep more customers. I'm a nerd and I just love processes. I've been helping others with systemizing and process documentation for over 15 years. Lately, I've gotten so many questions and so much positive feedback that I've decided to do a deep dive training just on documenting your processes so you can systemize your business. This training is going to be specifically on getting your business started on the path to systemizing through process documentation. It's going to go deep on those 4 steps I talked about. We're going to do 5 live calls. The first call is going to be about mapping your customer journey. In the second call, we'll determine your business departments and how your customer journey fits into them. In the third call, we'll start identifying those high-level processes within your customer journey and how they connect with each other. In the fourth call, we'll dive into writing out your very first process. And in the fifth call, we'll review your documents, answer any questions, and celebrate. It's going to be coming out very soon, and there's going to be a limited number of spots because I want to make sure that those who join get the personalized attention they need as we move through this process. Here's the deal. Somewhere on this page, there's going to be a little form where you can enter your email address. If you're interested in being on our contact list, then enter your email in that form. If you go ahead and put your email address in that form right now, then I'll send you an email in the next few days when we open up registration for the Simply Systemized course. And with that, keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this.
Hey, it's the champ.